In Judaism, there's lots of ups and downs. Whenever you're in synagogue, it's stand up, sit down. And the big stand-up moment is literally the standing prayer. It's called the Amidah. The Amidah really defines that this is an actual prayer service. And it opens with the words, Hashem sfasai tiftach, God open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. And then we go silent. You're supposed to say it loud enough that we can hear, but no one else. But what's all this about? Why are we going silent? I once heard a beautiful analogy. You imagine, let's say, after a war or after some disaster, and there's refugees running all around towns looking for family members. They arrive in a town hall somewhere and there's notice boards. I was here, this one was here, that one was here. And after visiting a few different villages and towns, they see and notice a parent of theirs had been there. This child had been separated from their parents, and they see their parents were there, and the parents say where they're going to next. And they follow them on a trail for several days. They go to another city, and eventually they say, we're going to be here, we're going to be in the marketplace every day. And they go to the marketplace. The kid goes, and there's this crowds of thousands of people. And after pushing through crowds for half an hour, eventually they see in the distance, it looks like this might be mum and dad. And they're getting closer and closer, and they're calling out to each other, and it really is them. And now comes that moment when they meet and they embrace, and they say nothing. There's just no words for the power of that moment. The prayer service is a journey. We've been asleep, for some people they didn't pray since yesterday, some people might not have prayed for weeks, some people might not have prayed in a shul, in a service since last year. But there's a sense in which we've been distant from that loving parent from God. And as the prayer service develops, we get closer and closer to that sense of connection between creator and creation, between us and our loving parent God. We get to Shema Yisrael, we say it out loud, and then we hit that moment where we're there, where our soul, if you like, has been on that journey, and we're ready now to face to face to God, and we embrace, and we find there's no real words. God, open my lips that I can just find some words, the words of Israel, just to talk about this. And then I say it in a whisper. We're using words, but we're going beyond where words can go. And eventually the Chazan will come and put it together so that all the words of all the community can be articulated in through one mouth. But it's all of our dreams and all of our thoughts that become a part of that. But the power of that transcendence, the power of that journey, even if we don't grasp it in full, we just glimpse it here and there, but those glimpses are worth everything. They're worth the whole prayer service, and they set us up to just touch transcendence and touch our connection with God and remind ourselves how godly each one of us is deep inside, and to try to live that way.